So the big question is this: why don't you ever attract the guy you really like? Well, buckle up, because today we're about to crack that code. My name is Joan, Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. So I want you to picture this. You meet someone who seems perfect on paper. He's handsome, he's charming, he's successful, he's athletic, all of the good stuff. And then what you do? You put in the effort, you're trying to make it work, but for some reason, things just don't click. Does that sound familiar? Well, it's a scenario that many of us have faced, some of us even multiple times, and it can be incredibly frustrating. But here's the thing: attraction isn't just about checking off boxes on a list. It's a little bit more intricate, let's say. So have you ever wondered why you keep attracting the wrong types, or why the guys that you're interested in don't seem to feel the same way about you? I want to dive into some of those reasons behind this mystery today. So first, let's talk about patterns. I've talked about patterns in the past, but patterns are patterns. We all have them, and they play a huge role in who we attract. So sometimes, without even realizing it, we keep falling back into the same old habits and behaviors, and that keeps us in a vicious cycle. So let me talk about one of my clients. Her name is Jane. We'll just call her Jane. Jane kept finding herself drawn to these emotionally unavailable men. We know them. And so we had to break through that cycle. After some deep work, some introspection, she realized, I remember patterns come from your past. She realized that it actually stemmed from her childhood, where she had to constantly vie for her father's attention. And this pattern in seeking validation from men, she carried that into her adult relationship. So yes, it started with her father, but now it was expressing and manifesting itself in future relationships with men. So what recurring themes have you noticed in your own dating history, right? What could some of those patterns be telling you about your past? At the core of many attraction issues is self-worth, right? So how you see yourself directly influences the kind of people that you draw and accept into your life. If you don't believe that you deserve a great partner, well, you might subconsciously push away those who truly could make you happy, and you keep attracting the ones who will continue to make that limiting belief happen. So the whole self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So there's a saying that I really love, which says, we accept the love we think we deserve. And it's so true if you think about it. So just take a second to reflect on that quote. Are you setting the bar high enough for yourself? Are you really believing that you're deserving of the type of love that you're attracted to? Or are you just settling? The last thing I want to talk about is authenticity. Authenticity is magnetic. When you are true to yourself, you naturally attract people who appreciate you for who you genuinely are. This might mean letting go of some of those the pressure to be perfect, to look a certain way, and just embracing your unique quirks and flaws. It's all beautiful. It's all a part of what makes you you. I remember when I decided to break free. I think it was when I turned 40, where it was like, you know what, I don't care. What anybody thinks about me has nothing to do with me. And it showed up in my dating life as well. So I became more authentic in my general life, but also in my dating life. And honestly, it was a little bit scary because we were raised to look for people's validation, to want to fit in. But now here I was saying, I'm unique. I'm just going to stand out, and it's fine. And it really made all the difference. I started attracting people who valued me for me, not some idealized version of me that I was putting out there. No, now they were actually valuing me for who I was, my authentic self. So what parts of your authentic self have you been hiding? And how can you bring more of the real you into your dating life as well? So now that we've explored the why, let's focus on the how. I want to share with you a few actionable steps that you can start to use to shift who it is that you're attracting. The first one we already talked about is patterns. So I want you to identify and break those patterns. Reflect on your past relationships and identify any unhealthy patterns. Once you're aware of them, that's the beginning. You can start to break free from them. The second is around the self-worth that I spoke about. Boost your self-worth. Engage in things that make you feel good and great about yourself. Surround yourself with positive influences and practice self-love daily. The third is embrace your authenticity. Start small. Start by being honest about the things that you're really interested in, the type of people that you want in your life, and share your opinions on dates, right? The more you practice authenticity, the easier it becomes. And the final tip I have for you is set clear intentions. Be clear about what it is that you truly want in a partner. Write it down, visualize it, and don't settle for less than what aligns with your truest desires. Take the steps and start implementing them today. You will see the transformation begin to happen. It might be small to start off with, but consistent action will lead to greater results. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Second Chances, a Love Journey in Black and White. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend who might need a little encouragement. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your review helps me reach more people. Okay? Remember, your second chance at love starts with you. Until next time, stay positive, stay hopeful, and always believe in second chances. Thanks for listening.